Good morning, my darlings. Today's look is another 80s inspired outfit. Can't help myself. Starting at the shoes are these fab platform trainers with fluorescent pink detail on the top. Just look at them. Little works of 80s inspired art. And there's a story. What are they? Chiara Ferragni? I'm not sure if I pronounced, that's that label with that little eye thing there. Italian designer. Way out of my price range. I've admired them online before. Admired them and nothing else because of the crazy price point. Hence, I have my Windsor Smith loupes. But sometimes the fashion gods, sometimes they just come through for you. I'm at DJ's returning something and I'm waiting for the lady to organise it, and I just cast my eye around the space. I'm in the shoe department. And they're all ordered there according to sizes around the wall, down in Rabina. I look up to the size 9.5 to 10 section and I see these gorgeous things sitting on the very top of the shelf all by themselves. I think, go and have a look at that. Pick them up and I'm like, oh, this is that brand that I've admired. And then I'll look at the price and it says $199. And I'm like, that's like several $100s off because these are like nuts price. Then I look and I see a sign that says 40% off. I got these designer shoes for $120, less than my loupes. And they don't even stock them in that particular David Jones. Like, they don't even normally stock them there. It was just that someone else had bought them online and returned them to that store. So rather than send them back, they put them in their sale stock. Fashion gods, thank you. Moving up, I've got my opaque tights on. It's the grey blue. They work well with the denim. And then into this nobody denim dress. You know what I've noticed about this brand? Like, I love it. Their jeans are fantastic and I'm loving their silk shirts. I'm finding that I can get incredible prices in David Jones. Not sure that they always align to the Nobody Denim website, so that's a tip. It's a dress, it's an all-in-one, but it sort of gives the illusion of a vest. You can see the cool details on this. It's got, raw edges, and that's what it looks like at the back. It's like super tapered. It's a nice neck, it's just below my knee. Another moment of things aligning for me this morning. So this belt that I've got on here, my son just left for the gym and he called out, "Mom, another package is here." Another package is here. And I got excited and I thought, oh my gosh, it's my Trini London eye makeup, blush and lip that I ordered. But when I saw the packet, I realized it was too small. It was the wrong shape. Oh, it was this little belt that I picked up on Facebook Marketplace. I took a risk. I mean, the photos, it looked fabulous in the photos. I can't see any sign of damage. It was $30. It's Calvin Klein genuine leather. So this was just like a minute before I put the camera on to film. I ripped it out of the bag and I realized it works. I haven't worn a belt with this dress before, but it's got the loopholes there, so. Do need to go and get another hole punched in it, but it's cool, it's fine. Do that up there. So, that's that. Got my Citron shirt that I've spoken about in another video. Nice long cuffs, giving that real relationship with the pink fluoro, contrasting it with the Citron yellow. Fluoro, $7 Lavisa hoops. I could have gone Citron because I've got them as well, but I thought I'd tie back in with my shoes. My little DNKY TK Maxx special crossbody bag that works in with the denim colours, and into the makeup. I've turned the sound off this part but I've just left it in there because at least it is a good close-up of what my makeup looked like in the morning before I left for work, because soon after this I accidentally stopped filming. Hi guys, so it's actually 4 p.m. I've just got home from work. I realised I made a faux pas this morning. I just thought that I'd finished doing the last part of the video where I talked to you about the specific palettes and colours that I've used, and I realised that I hadn't pressed play, for goodness sake, and I didn't have time to redo it. So I just thought, you know what, I'll do it now. And it's also a really good opportunity to see how the makeup held up throughout the day. And I'm kind of just checking that out right now, and you're welcome to judge away with me. In my opinion, it doesn't look any different to what it did this morning. Like, I still got really good coverage. I've still got, you know, like, it hasn't budged, has it? The eye makeup is still intense. Galloping miniature horses. I mean, the only thing I've done is touched up my lipstick twice. One of them, yeah, once during the day and once again just now. So that's credit to time efficient but thorough process, I think, and primer and setting spray being key there. So I'm gonna get comfortable. I'm a little bit tired. I had a really good day. Hope you have too. So this is what I thought that I filmed this morning, how I achieved this eye look. So I got most of my eyeshadow colors from the Huda New Nude palette. So this one here, where I've hit the pan, is my starting point. It's called Bear. It's an off-white. That's my child on the Xbox. And I took that with a large, soft, fluffy Zoeva brush, and I basically did big window wiper motions, going like right down here into the innermost corner of my eye, up into this area as well, and right across, like laying that first color down. And then I went into this one here, which is called Tickle, that center pink shade there, and I used that one as my transition color. So same brush, dipping in there, and then window wiper motions down lower, not taking the brush into the inner corner in the same way that I did with the first shade, just these window wiper motions, sort of 3/4 of the way across really, and sort of into that crease, like into that socket, but above it as well, and then kind of, you know, down. So it's sort of like across and then making its way down. And then after that, I went in with a smaller little still the same shape brush, but I went into this one here, which is called Spanked. And that one is what I used to really kind of accentuate that outer corner. And then again, same brush, but using the tip of it, I went into this deepest, beautiful, you know who that is, shade here. It's deepest shade here. It's called Love Bites. Look at that beautiful plummy burgundy color. And that one I've just used, you know, for the very, very corner itself. Then I took like a flat, soft brush, and I dipped into Tickle and went underneath the eye very, very softly, and then again with Spanked, kind of making sure that under eye area was seamless with this part that I've kind of made my soft wing. Then, because, you know, extra, went into the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette, and I went into these two here. So, oh, cats are arguing, sorry about that. Went into Pink Magic first of all, and this one is like a wet look, metallic in the pan. Works best if you use your finger, I find. So I took that one and on my finger, and I just rubbed it into the shadow that I already had laying there to make the most of that metallic hue. And then I went into the lighter one, which is called Wet Jewel, and brought that one actually over closer on that lower lid. Then I finished off with the Aurora highlighter palette, and I went into this one here, which is called Luna. This really, you know, white, off-white arm. Hello, can you two just calm your farm for a minute? And press that into my innermost corner, into that socket, and then a tiny little bit into the tear duct. Little brush up here, little soft brush on here, a little bit on the nose, and that's done. For cheeks, I was really happy when I used my Pink You Think MAC shade in this bright, cool tone. So I did that again, because obviously I'm wanting to kind of reference earrings and the detail on the sneakers. So I was happy with that. And then for the lips, I mean, hey, can you just stop while Mummy's filming? Yoda. So selfish. So, I mean, I could have done a matchy-matchy. No, there's nothing wrong with that. But I decided to mix Pink You Think with Saint Germain, and here they are for the comparison. So if you were around in the 80s, what kinds of fashion trends did you wear? For us, it was all about white safari style shorts with overturned cuffs and either cropped or large baggy white t-shirts with Wham inspired fluoro pink, green, yellow or orange catchphrases emblazoned across the front. Rah-rah skirts were massively important. If you don't know what that is, you're too young, you need to look it up. And we wore them over like really thick tights, 3/4 style, and kung fu shoes were in. Double belts. I've got a double belt. I have to bring that one out. And a particular kind of collar, like I had quite a few jumpers that had like a asymmetrical kind of collar turned over was a thing. And pinafore dresses over these sweatshirts with puffy sleeves and unusual kind of collars and domes, shiny silky fabrics and the glamorous stuff, frills and puffs and bows. I've got another couple of things that I haven't shown you yet. One of them I need to wait for it to warm up a little bit because it's got very short puffed sleeves. Not really showing my arms, but I've made an exception in this case because it's such a spectacular outfit, so that watch out for that one. So, green and pink fluoro with denim. Would you do it? Did you do it in the real 80s? And you've visited that era already. As Trini says, you know, do you really want to go back to it? And if you do go back to it, how will you change it up so that you do feel current and contemporary? So, what do you got in your wardrobes? I hope that the video has something else given you an opportunity to consider the role of 80s inspired fashion in your life today. And just have a wonderful evening and a great weekend, everybody. See you soon.